Welcome back, friends. My name is Eric. This is Mellowseven Gaming, and we're playing Football Manager 2019. We're back with Kaiserslautern, Die Reuten Teufel. And, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Let's take a look at the schedule, see what's been going on. The last thing you guys saw was this Hertha double feature here. And you can see Marvin Stefaniak was about the only bright part in that. In fact, you can see it's about the only bright part, period. Unfortunately, the day after this, he got injured for a few months, like 4 months potentially. So things didn't go well. We ended up against Bayern and Schalke right after that, and we got our butts kicked. The fact that we only lost 2-0 against Bayern, I actually kind of consider a positive. And then Augsburg, who I thought we had a chance at. We know they're better than us. We did have the one big win against them last season, but we know as far as the payroll and a big player standpoint, they're ahead of us a bit. But, we held them to a draw, 1-1. We both came up. Danny Menig finally got a goal. On to Hamburger SV. We snuck one out, 1-0. You can see, despite the fact that Bialik got sent off in the 41st, we just narrowly hung on to our 1-goal lead through the rest of the match. You can see we did have some decent play in the defense in the middle despite Bialik. Off to Red Bull Leipzig. I know it's not Red Bull, but it is what it is. And they crushed us, 3-0. This one I'm a little disappointed with. Cologne was actually ranked lower than us going into this match. They were a spot below us in the standings. And I really, really hoped we were going to do well because we had 3 of the 4 bottom teams, and we were like 5th from the bottom. Anyway, I'd really kind of hope we could win these 3 matches, and that would give us a nice little cushion for when we start going up against the big teams. And do we get a finish with them too? We've got Cologne, Hanover. Okay, it gives us a different order at the back end here. We must have started. We must have already done the flip over, right? Well, no, we started with Hennef. No, that was in the league. Mainz and Freiburg there. Yeah, I guess this is probably the beginning. We're over halfway through the season as far as total number of games, so we're seeing players a second time. So anyway, I was really hoping we'd steal 3 wins here, get 9 points, and that would help us out dramatically. The other problem was once we lost Marvin, that meant we ended up running I think this game I experimented with running a diamond. I think that's what it was. We ran no wingers because we didn't have him, so we tried that. And did we do it 2? We might have done it 2 matches in a row because I don't see. Tatsuyuki can play striker as well as attacking mid-center, so he's not out when we do something like that. And I just thought those were our best players could do that, so we try it. But I think I kind of gave up on it after those 2 matches. And then we came back in. Did we do it for this one too? There's Schmidt, Bonda. Well, we played Dessinger, but Dessinger can also play striker and attacking center. I don't know, we might have done it 3 games. At some point, however, we went back to a 4-4-2 and we put Sven Ogden on the left because he can also play left, and he's a good young player. We're trying to get better. And then he got injured the next game. So that leaves us with 1 single mid-left. In this case, I think we put Clausen in here and ran David Kolima up as our mid-left. But Marco Waymans is all we've got left on the left. That's it. That's our last left back. Danny Menig finally got another goal here. He spreads them out a bit. One there, one there, one there. We are not getting anything from our strikers. Nothing at all. Now, I know they're young. I know they're going to get better, but we're getting nothing from our strikers. So I've actually gone ahead. I've looked at a couple different strikers, one of which was overall he's not as good, but I went looking for finishing, composure, off the ball, and acceleration. So he can accelerate through, well off the ball, find the spots, and hopefully put them away. Just those 4 stats. And at 13 across the board for those, I found one player who was a free agent. Like I say, he's got some horrible stats in there that don't matter as far as I'm concerned for a striker. He's a very, very, very focused on being a striker. And I found one 29 or 30-year-old who I thought would be great for 1 or 2 years as kind of a mentor to the other guys. We could put him in while the other guys develop behind him. However, he says our performance in the league is troubling, which is why we're trying to sign new players in the middle. You would have thought. Anyway, he would cost us 1.3 million. He wasn't making anything. He was making like 775 pounds per week. We have 1.3 mil left in the kitty for our transfer budget. We might have to transfer a little bit of money in from payroll to cover any sort of bonuses or anything he might want. But assuming he doesn't want a monster pay raise, we would be fine. So we'll try again when the window opens. I'll see if I can get him. If hopefully we've got a couple wins here and we're a little bit farther clear of relegation. So that's the plan. Today we've got Freiburg. They are bottom of the league. They're 18th. We are at home. Home tickets have been okay. 30,000, 30,000, 30,000, 40,000 against Schalke, 34 against Hertha. So we're selling some tickets here. Finance-wise, doing okay. Looks like we still almost have 12 million in the bank there. I've still got the 1.3 million there. And we've got, 24,000 left in payroll if we need it. So we'll see how that goes. Projection-wise, it sees us about 35 million. If we were to stay where we are, which happens to be right around 13th place, and we were to finish the season that way, we would get rules. Looks like about 40 mil. 40, 42 if we kind of bounce around in here. If we can maintain that for the rest of the season, we shall see. So not too bad. I think that's it. We're on the Andromeda skin at the moment. I just flipped back over to it. From a tactics standpoint, team standpoint, this is what we're running right now. I did bring up Mamadou. He has got 1 goal so far since he's been up. We played 3 or 4 games, like I said, in very quick succession. So we have been rotating the squad a little bit. Waymans is in because he's our only option. I've got Schmidt and Meaford in right now at our mid center. Amano on the right, Cruiser, Kulina, Bialik, and Konate. Bialik was also injured for a couple games. He is back. You see Stefaniak's injury. You see Ogden's injury. He's almost back, just a couple days. So he'll be back and ready by the time we finish the winter break. Stefaniak, 2 to 5 weeks. He might also be back by the time we finish the midwinter break. So we might be in better shape. Huth, also injured. Somebody else who could play either side of he likes some tacking mid, but we could have put him there if we needed him to. But he's also been injured. I did sign Bear to a no contract. He was on the team but out of contract, so I gave him another one just to give us some backup because we are going to sell Janeth Huth, and I don't know what we'll find. Bear isn't terrible defensively. If we do a quick compare with how about Janeth Huth? You see that from a shot-stopping standpoint, he's green here and blue here. It's really hard to tell on this skin. Anyway, shot-stopping, physical, aerial communication, he's fine. He falls down on the mentals, he falls down on the distribution. But we already don't have the distribution with Mueller. So if we look at Mueller, Mueller's much better in the air, and he's a better shot stopper. But the rest of it's, again, mentals are a little bit. So we'll live with it. If Bear is our backup, Bear's our backup. I can live with that. We do have a few young goalkeepers on the way up, some of which have been complaining. I got in some mythical fights with Milos. Was it Milos? With one of them. You can see he's already better in the air. We've also got Valentin Schwartz, who has a lot to go. And is that everybody? Justin Gans, who's probably the closest to coming in with good shot stopping, mentals, communication, and aerial, at least compared to Bear. So Bear at the moment still head and shoulders better than the young guys we have coming up, but he's not terrible. All right, match preview. There we are, 13th. They are there. Conceivably, with a win, we could go up to 22 points. So possibly 11th. Just have to see how it goes. I did turn down interviews with Leverkusen and Gladbach. Not just linked with them, but actually turned down interview requests from the teams. And Schalke, I believe, as well. So as far as the game's concerned, we're doing fine. I've signed a couple contract extensions since we've been playing as well. So we're doing okay. Let me turn down my game volume a little bit so the speakers don't blow out the mic. Right about there. A soccer special. Fritz Walter Stadium. On top of the Betzenberg. overlooking Kaiserslautern, Germany and the Rhineland Falls. Let's give him a little bit of love today. I got faith. You know, it's been a tough season. Things were hard enough, and then we lost to Stefaniak. That was our only regular goal scorer. I got faith. I don't have faith. I don't have faith. He's been he was just getting good enough to play in Zwei Liga, and now that we're up to Bundesliga, not so much. He's still got some growing to do, which is why we need somebody else. They got a corner in, put the header on it, puts it over the top. Mueller was there showing off his vert. White men can jump, at least this one. All right, for us, Cruiser into Meffert. Meffert back over to Cruiser. Cruiser finds Postolacci. Oh, and once again, he fails to score. This is why we brought Mamadou up. Mamadou also doesn't have great finishing, but he has a lot of acceleration. In fact, we can skim over him here as long as it lets us look. So he's good at corners. He's got good heading, good acceleration. He's got some flair. He's got reasonable composure. Meifert, I don't know what happened there. I think it was a pass, and the other player didn't realize it was a pass, and so we just sat on it. Bialik, I don't know why our players do a pass and then turn their back to it and then pay no more attention to what's going on. I understand there he's trying to get back, but I've run into that a couple times where people have just done a pass and they just turn their back to everything and stand there. I don't know if that's supposed to be bad concentration, but it seems to me if you just had the ball, you should at least be somewhat concentrated at that moment. Schmidt, Colina, Waymans tried to do a tackle there and he failed. Postolacci, little back heel pass to Stenzel, who unfortunately is on the other team, and that is why you should look where you're passing the ball most of the time, especially if you're not very good like Postolacci, who has like a 3 passing. Mueller missed that one, but the post luckily did not. Let's throw a demand more. We are not looking good here. He's going to take the shot. We knew it was going to happen. I'm going to go attacking. At least for a little while. Schmidt takes the corner. Went near side. Unfortunately, weren't able to get to it. Meifert, in theory, is going to track this down, although he's being a little bit casual about it. Back to Bialik. And that's the end of that highlight. So there you go. And nothing. And our last good player. But that's okay. We got Julian, and I don't mind getting him some playtime. So, he's a talented youngster. That's why he's there. Draw's not the worst thing in the world for us, but we would really, really, really like to beat up on lower place teams. I mean, this leaves us, within a couple points of the relegation zone. I think we go angry. Screw the fans. Do this because I told you to. Far from pleased. Get out there. Do better. And we don't have anybody that's playing badly. We just don't have anybody that's playing well. We're not creating chances. We might need to look at what we got on our windows here. Schmidt puts it up to Oh, and he got taken down. But Postolacci's there. He manages to beat the keeper. He puts it away. Finally, a second goal of the season. 1 goal per half. That's it. We can safely sit him for the rest of the season now because that's kind of it. He got one early. I don't like all the heading, especially back here. I still don't know why they head the ball randomly when there's nobody around him. Take a step back, chest it down, control it, and get an actual pass off. Our team sucks at heading, and yet all we want to do is play head ping pong. We will take it. Might drop us back to cautious now that we have a goal. Apparently they can't head the ball. And we went from 12th to 14th just like that. We do have goal differential on St. Pauli, so assuming we could get back those 2 points, we would have them on goal differential. Kath takes it out to the corner, chases it out to the corner, feeds it in. Mueller, for whatever reason, decides an easy catch isn't what he wants. He's just going to push it back to give the guy a shot on the other side. Their guy got an injury. I think we make a sub. Clearly, we're not doing anything with the players we have out there now. Virgil has a goal, but that's probably the only one he's going to get for a while. We have no real game changers on the bench, but we'll go ahead. I'm going to put Banda in for Meafort. He's looking a little worn out. Waymans, you're kind of stuck there. You're all I got. I don't think we're going to get anything from Postolaki. Let's go ahead and put Menig in for him. And do I have somebody I want on the right? Yeah. No. Well, we can put Cruiser in on the right, or Clausen in on the right. Cruiser's been a real disappointment to me this season. Oh, I can't make any more subs. Never mind. Yeah, that's fine. That's what we'll go with. He has not played well for us. He hasn't been bad, but he's been kind of a 6'5", 6'6" guy all season. We just have got nothing out of him. He's not a detriment, but he's certainly not helping us. And we really needed wins out of these 3 matches, probably to allow that guy to sign with us. And we just let Peterson through. Luckily, though, Mueller's pretty good one-on-ones because our defense isn't. And we don't play a high line. This isn't... We're not playing high line. We're not trying to get offside trap. That was just bad. But, this leaves us in 13th place, which is fine. Oh, we got a chance. Dessinger gets the cross across, and there's nobody there, but Schmidt keeps it in, finds Banda. Banda manages to get down to Dessinger. Dessinger takes the shot, puts it off the post, and who the hell was that decided he didn't want a goal? Marco Wayman says, you know what, screw that. I'm just going to run back here. I could run up and get that and get a goal, but I don't want one. Tekpeti manages to roll one through. Man, this is exciting ending here. Bonda up to Menig as we try to get the lead here. That was horrible. I don't know if... No, it was just bad. I was going to say it might be Marco's fault for not running, but it was never going to get to him anyway. Sala. That wasn't great either. Made Tekpeti come back for that one. Sala. Into Peterson. Peterson feeds it out to... Why are they applauding? That should be a throw-in. Yeah, I was going to say that should be a throw-in for us. Schmidt. Up to Waymans. Waymans all the way out to Dessinger. It wasn't bad, though. He didn't have to stop to get it, and that's it. That's the second half. We got a draw out of it. Leaves us in 13th place, 20 points right now. Like I say, I think we need about 34 generally to stay up. Which means in theory we've done our job in the first half, but you can see right now, I mean, that's 18 points in 18. We're not above that by a lot. We're 2 points above kind of the minimum where I think we need to be. But yeah, a point a game seems to be about the break-even point. Although right now Hanover's in the zone, at least for playoffs with that. So we might need a touch more. We might have to stay right where we're at. So dressing room, I think we're disappointed. I think we let them know that. And we go into the winter break. Safe for the moment. So I would say for our first year up, that really should be something to be happy about. And we'll kind of see how it goes. Now we've got a fairly long break. If we take a look at our schedule, we've got nothing else until nothing that matters until the 15th. We've just got the one friendly in the middle there with Ujapest. Transfer-wise, does it show the player I want? Yeah, right here. Thomas, we've made the offer. He hasn't accepted yet. Ooh, excuse me, that one snuck out. And you can see here, dribbling, finishing, first touch. Heading's okay. Good technique. Good composure. Determination and flair. I haven't got him. He was free, so I just took him. We don't know. Anticipation looks okay, though, as well. Not that that matters as much. We're not asking him to be a playmaker. We're asking him to score. But those are all in the green. And decisions, hopefully it's closer to 13 than 10. But again, I just want him to score. I don't really care too much about that. Good off the ball at 13, acceleration 14, pace at 14. So he's fast. He's composed in front of the goal. He's determined. He's got a little bit of flair. He can make a position when he doesn't have the ball to get to a good spot, and then he can finish when he gets the opportunity. I am hoping, praying that this will get us some striking potential up front. He's not old. I want to say he's 23 years old, something like that. Yep, 23 years old. And he can play out here as well. So we could put him in, like, if there's another Stefaniak injury, we could slide him back over here and still be okay. And he's been playing for Augsburg. They don't have room for him anymore. Fair enough. So we will do our best. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time. Cheers.